Mike, you made a really interesting point to me. The Thanksgiving football games this week, there's 3 of them, or you think the best games ever. And I can't go back and chart them all, but I can't argue with you on this. I mean, other years it'd be like,
it's always Detroit.
Yes. And I'll wake up, watch a little bit of the parade, and all of a sudden here comes Detroit at 12 noon, and they're playing Kansas City. They're playing, somebody that's not so good. Well, this year they're playing Green Bay, and Detroit's got, I think, a good team. They've been reeling a little bit, but they've got a good team. And this is a heck of a rivalry matchup with the Packers. That starts it off at noon,
Yeah.
You get that game in. I think you eat your meal right in the middle. Maybe get to take that nap before the Dallas-Miami plays. Miami's going to Dallas this year.
Right.
But you said Miami's record doesn't look that great, but actually they've been playing pretty well recently, haven't they?
Miami's 3-7, but they've won 3 in a row. They were 0-7, and they've all been pretty impressive wins, pretty lopsided. The 6 teams that are playing on Thanksgiving Day, combined record 42-18.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Which is by far the most wins ever, and it's tied in winning percentage with back in the past when there was only 2 games instead of 3. So this is really the most impressive, and a couple of games that are really compelling. I think Green Bay being undefeated and playing Detroit, which is sort of, there's so much tradition, and for a long time Detroit was like the Los Angeles Clippers of the NFL. So it was hard to have a compelling matchup with Detroit, but it's not now. They're not only a pretty good team, but an exciting team with Ndamukong Suh and so forth. So the question becomes, when do you work that nap in? I think you probably do so during the Dallas-Miami game, which is the middle 3, unless you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, which unfortunately there are many of those. But
unfortunately.
So anyway, it's just, I think it's just an interesting take on the holiday tradition. When you normally Thanksgiving you eat big and then you kind of waddle over and lay on the sofa and half pay attention to the game, and it's a distraction from your family if you want to distract, as many people do, want to distract you from their family. This year, compelling stuff, really good football game.
I think I'm going to eat at the card table in the TV room with the game on instead of eating in the dining room.
Well, I'm guessing that won't endear you to many of your relatives, but so be it.
They'll be in there with me. The third matchup we got to mention real quick. It's the brotherly matchup. The 2 Harbaughs going against each other.
Yes.
49ers coming east to play, or sort of south. Well, it's coming east. They got the Ravens, and that's a great matchup. They're both in first place right now.
2 physical teams with good
game.
defenses, 2 teams that are having good years in San Francisco's case. Great year, and their Harbaugh is going to be the coach of the year in the NFL almost certainly.
They're 9-1.
Yeah, they are 9-1. So anyway, Thanksgiving, it's a whole different take on the football slate for Thanksgiving.
A lot to be thankful for.
There you go.